Um, just curious, like, and I shared this with other people. How many of you guys is this your first conference? First conference. So everybody's been to conference before. Yes. Second. This is the second conference.
I would say 50-50.
50-50.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, it's going to be exciting for the 50% that are here for the first time, because again, like I said, I remember my first conference. I remember my first conference in my first companies, but I also remember my first Yoli conference. And Wendy Backey says something where she says, like, at an event like this with this many people is where you truly see the heart of Yoli. And what I try to explain to my other group, and I'll share this with you guys, is a lot of times when we're doing BVPs and mini BVPs and FTTs, like in our own little region, in our own little living room, sometimes it gets a little frustrating because you're kind of, imagine like you working on this amazing painting, but you're just assigned this 2x2 inch square. And for the last 6 months, or the last year, you've been working really hard at your little piece of the painting. And you're like, I don't get it, Daniel. I'm really frustrated. It doesn't seem like it's very important. It doesn't seem like I'm getting a lot done. Why am I doing this? I'm not saying that you're going to say this to me, but sometimes, we get a little frustrated with where we are in our business, our progress, and we're working frivolously on our painting. We're just like, we don't get it. What is this that I'm doing? Like, why am I even doing this? And you come to an event like this, and what the event does for you, it allows you to take 30, 40 steps back and realize that your 2-inch square was a part of a huge painting. And that gets revealed at an event like this, and you see how beautiful this painting is. And everybody's contributed this very small, it seems like an insignificant 2x2 square, but collectively, it makes this gorgeous painting, and you get it, you see that, and that perspective change, because now you get the big picture of what we're doing in Yoli, allows you to get truly excited and motivated and fired up about what you're doing in that 2x2 square. Again, what you thought was a very insignificant part to your business or an insignificant part of what you were doing, you realize is a very integral part or a very important part as a collective whole to what we're trying to all do. So understand that as we go out there and do this business, again, we do the day in, day out grind, and it can get very frustrating, or it can get monotonous, or it could feel like, God, how many FTTs do I have to do? How many BVs? I guarantee you when you see the big picture, it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. Because everybody's single square makes a difference. Have you guys ever built a puzzle and there's one piece missing?
Yeah.
How annoying is that? Can you imagine if your square is missing in this painting, right? Like, it matters, you know what I mean? So one thing I will say is this, you guys are gonna see a different perspective. You guys have been in San Diego, you guys have been in your own local little regions, working with your local teams. This is a chance to get to pull back and really soak in what Yoli is truly about. And again, like Wendy Backey says, see the heart of Yoli, but at the same time, understand what it is that we're really trying to do. Like, we get our mission statement in a sense that we know what it says. Like, if I were to ask you, what is our mission statement? Everybody shouts out, we transform lives. Understanding it and feeling that is two different things. It's like the same thing in the DTT video, right? We say everybody goes through 2 signups. How many of you guys have been through a DTT? Okay. So there are a few of you guys that don't know this, but we always talk about that there's 2 signups that everyone goes through. The first one is like the literal one where you fill out an application, you pay your credit card, you join. That's the easy part. I know some of you guys are like, that wasn't easy. I had to sacrifice a lot of things to no matter how hard you thought that was, believe it or not, that's the easy part. Paying to join an opportunity is easy. Anybody can do that. But it takes an internal fire or an internal on switch to turn on for you to really get this business and for you to really start building it, And I feel like a lot of people, and I'm not speaking to you guys specific, I'm talking about everybody. A lot of people build their Yoli business with that second on switch not turned on. They get the movement, they get that they have to do BVPs, they get it, but the problem is they just get, well, I want to earn commissions, I want to get a free car, I want to make more money. They're very, again, not saying that they're not important things. I'm not naive. I understand that money does help us survive. It pays for rent. It pays for food. I understand that. But Yoli is bigger than that. You know what I mean? And this type of event allows you to kind of experience that. And especially for the people that are here for the first time, and even for the people that are here for the second time, hopefully something, a speaker or a testimonial or somebody you bump into in the hallway, or maybe, again, something insignificant will turn that second switch on for you. Because once you not only see the perspective of what we're trying to do in Yoli, but once you, again, feel the mission statement, you're going to approach this business completely differently. Have you guys seen the movie The Matrix?
Yeah.
So throughout the whole movie, Neo doesn't quite get his part. he's like, I don't get it, I don't get it, I don't get it, I don't get it. But at the end of the movie, he finally starts to see the code, right? Do you remember that culmination at the end when he starts? I'm not spoiling this for anybody, right? Somebody's like, oh, I haven't seen it in the last 15 years. Like, 15 years is enough time for me to spoil the ending, right? So he starts to see everything in code, and then that moment defines when he gets it. The moment he gets it is the moment he completely takes ownership. He completely liberates himself. He becomes the chosen one in a sense. He can bend the rules, he can fly, he can do everything. That's what the business is like for people. The moment you get it, and I wish I could quantify what that means, but it's a feeling. I promise you, you can talk to Tony and Maria, they can't describe it, but they get it. I promise you they get it. Sayosi gets it right now. Tulane Angel, they get it. Kinao, he got it. After a conference call 3 years ago where he was trying to rip me a new one. Trying to call me a fraud. And we had a great conversation too, but again, it's that when people get it, there's no stopping somebody who gets it, and that's when you truly become liberated. That's when mundane BVPs don't feel mundane anymore. It feels very purposeful. And I always tell people, like, every BVP you do, every FTT, the worst thing you can do is to just spoon out another BVP. Just spoon out another FTT. That's the worst thing you can do. Like, the biggest disservice you can do to your team is to say, I gotta do another FTT. Yeah, because it's your 5 millionth FTT, I get it. But to that person, you're giving them an opportunity, a chance at changing their lives. But you're treating it like your 5,000th FTT. It's such a disservice to them. So you have to find a way, and the way, at least I've done it, is to understand exactly what we're trying to do for people. You know what I mean? I every day, again, there's not a day that goes by that I don't feel very blessed or grateful for what Yoli has done for my family, what it's done for my life. And I always keep thinking, I can do that for just one more person. Right. You know, I owe it to that person. There's somebody, there are a lot of people, I'll just get real for a second. There are a lot of people that want to get rich, but they won't do the work. Right. There are a lot of people that want nice things in life, but they won't do the work. Let's be real right now. Yeah. But there is somebody out there, and I promise you guys, we all know somebody who is metaphorically and maybe even literally dying to transform their life right now. There are people out there, and that's the person you need to link up with. And again, if you just spoon it out, what if that connection just misses right there? And that person, it's like you see those space movies where somebody's in free fall and they're like trying to grab one up, and if you just miss, then that's it. If that person's going in free fall forever. You never get a second chance to try to bring them back in. And that's what it feels like to me. That's why I feel very urgent. That's why I treat every FTT, every BD so importantly. It's like when I sit down with a prospect or when I sit down with a new teammate, it's like that teammate is in free fall right now. And I'm like, I have this one opportunity to try to grab a hold of their hands, and if I miss that, oh man, I don't want to know why. Maybe I'm at fault for them going into free fall forever. And so I said, look, if we can transform just one life, then it matters. But once you get one done, trust me, it gets addictive. Maybe I can do 2. Maybe I can transform 3, 4, 5. And then it becomes really exciting. Because, like Tulane said, hey, how many Movado watches did you give out this year? It becomes fun to know that. And again, symbolically meaning, how many lives have we transformed this year? You know what I mean? So that gets really, really exciting. And again, like going back to it, again, you're going to hear a lot of that, sort of the, we're all going to win, we can all be successful. I'm not a very big believer in that, like, sugar-coated, like, fluff stuff, you know what I mean? And I know in Yoli we do a lot of that, and it's totally fine. But, one thing I shared, and I shared this with a group in Hesperia last 2 weeks ago, 3 weeks ago, there was something that my mentor taught me. It was a very simple ideology. But if we get the ideology, then I think we know the difference between the ones that really want to make it happen versus the ones that talk about wanting to make it happen. Okay, and there are a lot of talkers, a lot of people that want the nice things. And what I mean by that is success. There's something that my mentor taught me. It says success has a price, like everything else in life. A house has a price, a car has a price, nice clothes has a price. Success has a price. But here's the cool part: success is, let's be honest, it's difficult. Not a lot of people will achieve success. Now here's the reason why. The price tag is very, very expensive on success. It's expensive. I always tell people, like, the nicer things in life are quite desirable because they're rare, right? Collectibles become worth a lot of money because they're rare. If there was 5 million Michael Jordan rookie cards, what would that do to the value of the rookie card? It would plummet them. If there were 5,000 classic, perfect, pristine condition classic Mustangs out there, what would it do to the value of hot rods? It would bring them down. The value is determined by the rarity or the exclusiveness or how little or how expensive something is. In the same way, you know, you look at Ferraris or Lamborghinis, and they're expensive. But why do people lust? And I'm not saying we all, if you're a car person, you'll get the analogy. But why do we like desire these things? It's because they're so rare. We covet things that are exclusive and rare and that have prestige. And success is the same thing. So my mentor taught me, he said, Daniel, success has a price. Figure out what it costs and ask yourself a real question. Are you willing to pay for it? If not, stop window shopping. A lot of people window shop success. Oh, that would look good. That would look nice. Oh man, it must be nice. But they aren't going to be willing to ever pay for it. You can go into a Ferrari dealership all you want. You can say, I want it, I want it. You can sit in it, you can test drive it, you can do it. But if you're not going to pay the money, they're never going to give you the keys to that Ferrari. And so the biggest difference between a lot of people there's a lot of people, again, there are a lot of people at this conference that want to be successful. And success is a broad definition, right? Success in finance, success in relationships, success in spirituality, success in your health. You know, I believe it's a multitude of things that really make up success. That's why it's very unfortunate when somebody believes success is just finances. Because when they don't make money, they feel depressed, they feel like their life wasn't of value or whatever it was.
Southwest chicken sandwich?
So, I mean, again, the definition of success I'll leave as very broad and open to you guys to define what that is for you guys. No worries. But again, I want you guys to understand whatever it is that you guys are pursuing. Understand that the difference between easy and simple. Okay, have you guys heard the definition between easy and simple? Easy is the fact that money's just going to fall in your lap. That's not going to happen. It's not going to just fall in your lap. Simple means that anyone can do it. Here's a really humbling thing that, again, someone else coached me on. He says, Daniel, network marketing, and this is the beauty of network marketing, it's not a can or can't do business, it's a will or won't business. Okay? Like, for example, there are some occupations and careers out there that I cannot do. Like, I cannot do heart surgery. There's a certain set of skills and education that you need to go through, training, residencies, in order for you to be a heart surgeon. So I cannot, physically, right now, I can't walk into a doctor's office and be a heart surgeon. I cannot be that. I cannot be an astronaut right now, okay? I can't go out there and fly a fighter jet or whatever. There's certain things I cannot do because I lack the skills or the capabilities or the requirements. Now, I can go through the education. I'm not saying I can't forever, but right now I can't do that. Network marketing, there's not one excuse you can give me where you can say, Daniel, I cannot do network marketing. The truth of the matter is, it's a will or won't business. It's not a can or can't. It's not, Daniel, I can't invite. No, you won't invite. It's not, Daniel, I can't prospect. No, you won't prospect. Because the skills required to build this business aren't that hard. Yeah. How many stories, I mean, how many more stories do we need to prove it with people with just everyday, ordinary backgrounds that have done extraordinary things, but really at the end of the day, you strip away their PIN, you strip away their income, and they're really, and again, I don't mean this to de-edify our leaders, they're not that much better than you.
No.
But the difference is, they're not doing the I can't. It's a I will. And most people are saying, I won't. I won't go talk to 2 new people a day. I won't go out there and share what Yoli is about because I'm scared or I'm shy. What if they say no? Again, there's no way you can tell me I can't. Somebody says, I can't, I don't have time. Look at Myra Feliciano. She just retired, by the way, like 3 months ago. She hit Blue Diamond without quitting her job.
Wow.
So again, anybody's like, I have a 40, 50 hour week job. Again, like I'll say, hello, here's Myra Feliciano. Somebody says, well, I can't, I have kids. Let me introduce you to Tulane and Angel. I mean, we'll find somebody who will, you'll realize that excuse will be completely debunked right away. It's like that show of Mythbusters, you know what I mean? Bust it. So hopefully that makes sense, guys. Like, so as you guys go through this weekend, we all desire. I mean, we're gonna see people on stage. You're gonna be inspired. You're gonna get motivated. You're like, wow, it'd be so nice. It'd be so nice. Like, I wish that could happen for me. I want to be there. I want to experience what they're experiencing. I want to go on these trips. Again, the wants are there. We all want that. Understand that there's a price, and ask yourself truthfully, are you willing to pay for that? And if you're not, then you're just window shopping. You know what I mean? Blue diamond trips aren't just going to fall in your lap. It's going to require work. The great news is it's simple to do. It doesn't require heart surgeon skills, because then I couldn't do it. That's the truth.